Do you know what it feels like to have your entire life collapse in front of 50 people? I do. One moment, I was waiting for my husband to toast our daughter's college graduation, and the next, he lifted his glass and declared he was leaving me. No warning. No shame. Just a declaration, like he was announcing the weather. Everyone froze. Forks stopped midair. My daughter, my beautiful Nora, still had her graduation cap on, her smile turning into horror. And me? I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I smiled. Congratulations on your honesty, I said. My name is Evelyn Hart. I'm 54 years old. For nearly 3 decades, I played the role of perfect wife and mother. I sacrificed my own career dreams to support Daniel, my husband, through failed businesses, half-baked passions, and endless reinventions of himself. And while I was building him up, he was tearing me down. At the back of the restaurant sat Lila, the woman he'd been seeing. Younger, polished, pretending she didn't know the destruction she was part of. Friends I had trusted for years looked away, ashamed, because they had known too. That was the real betrayal. I placed an envelope beside Daniel's plate. He frowned, confused. "What's this?" he asked. "Something for you to read later," I answered. I kissed Nora's cheek. "I'm so proud of you. This day is still about you." And then, with every eye on me, I walked out. Outside, the summer air felt heavy, but for the first time in years, I could breathe. Behind me, I heard Daniel call my name, his voice breaking into panic. That envelope contained the beginning of a plan I had been crafting for months. I had noticed the money first, small transfers into an account I didn't recognize. Daniel always thought I wasn't paying attention. But I had spent 30 years in finance. Numbers don't lie. And neither did his phone, when he carelessly left it unlocked. The texts to Lila were like knives, talk of new houses, new lives, and the performance he'd give after Nora's graduation, the big, freedom speech. He thought he was clever. But Daniel had forgotten the prenup he once insisted on, back when I had more money than him. The fidelity clause never expired. And when he broke it, he handed me every weapon I needed. I hired an attorney. I gathered evidence. I timed everything. By the time I returned home, the house we'd lived in for 15 years felt like a stage set. Family photos stared down at me like ghosts. In the closet, I found his suitcases already packed. His escape plan was real. I almost laughed. He was so careful with clothes, but careless with everything that actually mattered. When he stormed in hours later, face flushed, envelope in hand, he demanded answers. "You served me today. On Nora's graduation." "I thought it aligned nicely with your plans," I told him. He tried to bluff. "The prenup expired years ago." But I knew better. Section 12, I reminded him, still active. His smugness drained from his face. He had signed his own ruin. He accused me of being cold. He begged me to remember our history, our anniversaries, the hardships we survived, the children we lost before Nora. And for a moment, I did remember. But then I remembered the texts where he called my trust my weakness. And I pressed play on my phone, letting his own voice echo back at him. His schemes. His cruelty. His certainty that I'd never fight back.